Bellows and Scorty Bellows. Good morning. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. Well, that's gone. Welcome to day one of spring break. I hope everyone's doing well. We were planning on having school today, but it got canceled. Okay, Jimmy and Red Truck Guy are comparing peg legs, and I feel the love in the air says, shame on you, sir. Well, actually, I have some Red Truck intel. Go figure. Go figure. Red Truck intel. So I pull up, and there's like two cars on either side of the red truck, and he's like he's chatting it up with the people in the cars on either side. One is like a younger guy, handsome, and they're like really getting into it, and then they get out. The young guy gets out of his car, goes to Dunkin' Donuts, gets back in his car, leaves, comes back 4 minutes later in a different car and park next to him. Not sure. But AI has some really good takes on Red Truck Guy. Good morning, Dwayne. Guys, can we just shout out Dwayne? How great Dwayne is. They moved seats because Peg Leg was shooting spitballs out of her leg. If you were here yesterday, did anyone else start? Oh, that person just opened up their car and their alarm is going off, and your alarm's not answering the phone. Anybody else yesterday couldn't fucking stop? I couldn't stop saying it. I could not stop saying it. Everything was peg leg yesterday for me. Everything was a jury tamp. Everything was a fucking peg leg. I was like out of my mind. I was like crazed. Sure. I said peg leg everywhere, says Amber. Me too. Everything was a peg. Everything was a leg. I'm coming up with new songs in my mind about pegs and legs, and yeah. I was like, oh my God, yesterday was kind of unhinged. But AI had a lot to say about it. We'll go over it. We got a lot to go over. Instead of keg stands, leg stands, or peg leg stands. It's bad. When I get on something, I have to drive it into the fucking ground. And then I'm good with it. Peg leg is one of those things. Kick peg leg stands. Hey. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Heidi. We're gonna get some crazy weather today, if you're in Massachusetts. Which normally when it rains like this, I get migraines, but I don't feel one coming on right now, which is pretty friggin' great. We got a lot to go over. Lots to cover. So I didn't want to disappoint anyone and not have our morning show, because the morning show is beloved. The morning show has a special, very special place. Right in my cold, dead heart. I'll allow it. Megan, your microdots video. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about everything. Everything. I also don't have any self-control. Someone wrote a comment underneath the microdots video that I did that I didn't particularly like. Didn't make me feel great. Did I pull over on my way to Barnes & Noble just to pop off? Yup. Yup, I did. I had time yesterday apparently. And then did I continue to pop off comment after comment under the same one? Yeah. 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 How come? I don't know. In the words of Erykah Badu, keep in mind that I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. I do want to shout out Becky G, who right before we started the show, I got a Venmo from them, and the message in the Venmo said, I was just watching an old video of yours, and now I know how to twerk upside down on a fireplace. What were you getting at Barnes & Noble? Crossword puzzle books, because I'm 65 and retired. Crossword, proud, teachable moment. It was not a proud moment, and it was not a teachable moment. I did not take the moment and make it teachable. I took it and burned the city. You still have Barnes & Noble? Do I have it? Do I have a Barnes & Noble? No, there is one here. I don't have it. Me. Not me. I don't have it. But there is one in the area. Yeah, there's like two, actually, in my area. One in Millbury, one in Leominster. Both are equidistant from where I live. The rain is giving ASMR. Yeah, I know. And if it starts to get like super rainy, I have a solution. I wish we still had Borders. Borders was good. Borders was good. Zach, good morning. Good morning, Zach. Pegleg will star in the reboot of Footloose. Oh my God, 2 jokes in there. 2 jokes. The reboot of Footloose. Zach, you little genius. Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's so funny. The reboot of Footloose, starring Peg Leg. The off-Broadway production of Footloose. The reviews are in. Peg Leg is sweeping the nation. Every house in America will have a Peg Leg in it by Christmas. Are you in Northbridge? No, hon. No, not in Northbridge. No, but I do like Northbridge. I do like to go to Northbridge because they have Lookout Rock, which is a really, really great place. Tommy, why are you trying to get to know a Higgy better? Favorite lyric. Why are you trying to get to know a Higgy better? Can't and whores, Bella's mom and Schmarietta. Yeah, there are some good lines in that one. I don't think I thought it was like as good as it is. Well, I did. I thought it was like good, but I don't like, people really fucking love it. My favorite part is all I remember from that late night kiss is I'm more the misty, you're more the miss. I shall make a lamp out of my peg leg, and I shall put it in the window with pride. Dr. Wolf's Dimples says, I'm cooking scrambled pegs this morning. Jay Butler says, overgrown bed sore. Yeah, I like that one too. I did like circle yes or no. Leg in residence. Even pegging out my clothes brings a smile. It is a banger. Good morning, Altman. For those of you who are on the Twitter, I do believe Altman and I will more than likely be doing a Not Your Safe Space later on. That's, of course, up to Altman if she has the time. I always got the time to talk a little shit. Resident Leg. Oh, not familiar. Anon. Hey, Altman. Not familiar with Lookout Rock. Who was the smoky-eyed, big-haired girl on Peg Leg's side? The one who kind of looked like Lord. I think that was John's cousin. I think that's John's cousin. Madeline Wags. Not a half, not a quarter, not a clog, not a rate. Yes, perfect. Pinky Promises got your t-shirt. You love it. Awesome. Awesome. Your microdots kind of drifted into Attenborough. Yeah, well, you know what, Bella's mom? Why don't you fucking do one, hon, and let me know where you drift off to, okay? You whore. Fighter. Jay Butler. Lala blocked you? Lala blocked you? What'd you do, hon? What'd you do? What happened? It's sunny. You're hanging out with your... Okay, Nicola. Well, it's rainy as shit over here. Zach, $2. Peg left court with a woman. Is she a lesbian? Is she a Pegsbian? I think Pegleg would let a woman, you know what I mean? I see her as... I don't know if she's a lesbian, no. Maybe. I don't think so, though. I don't think so, no. I don't think so. I don't know. It was my first ever Twitter block, says Sarah. I didn't realize how many people that I don't know at all have me blocked. And I'm like, I always wonder, like, what was it? What was the tipping point for that person? You know, what was it? He said a legs being, says Gina. Oh, what do we have? I wrote some shit down too. You can go over it. They don't have a sense of humor. I had to Google more recently yesterday. Thought you fools had the second rising of Jesus or something. We do. Pegasus on Ice. Oh my god. Footloose. The reboot of Footloose, the musical starring Pegleg on Ice. Billy, gotta be anti-Karen Reed, people. Oh, no. Oh, Han. More often than not, it's Karen Reed people that I get into it with. Yeah. Oh, Han. Yeah, it doesn't matter. No, it doesn't matter. These hands don't discriminate. These hands don't see sides. They don't see emotion. They don't see, when the rage and the fire and the fury get you, it just gets you, you know? Sarah, good morning, sweet thing. Good morning. Can we talk about Dr. Martini Kevorkian? We can. Bella's mom said, these hands, they are my own, and they're not yours, they are my own, and they're... Of course we can talk. We can talk about all that shit. We can talk about the wolf, the real thing wolf. Wolf, like the real thing. Well, hide your grandmothers, because you can't tell me that guy doesn't run train on every blue hair at Shady Pines that he can find. You cannot tell me that. I know he wakes up at the crack ass of dawn to fucking pick the beans to grind as an espresso for his lover. But I know he fucks around. You could tell. You could tell by how he acted. He's a player. Yeah. He goes down to Naples, Florida, and he just runs train. He goes to the Rusty Anchor in Miami, where Dorothy is singing Hot-Hearted Hannah, Queen of Savannah. And he is sleeping with Dorothy, Blanche, and Sophia. Is that the one that sticks his finger in brains? And he sticks his finger in a lot more than that, hon. The Village's all-star. Google him. He's tired. He is a little tired, and he kind of looks like the guy from Beauty and the Beast that runs the Maison des Lunes. William Poole says, probably multiple fingers. Probably a fist, William. How does he do it? It's a mystery. It's a fistery, William. It's a fistery. And we are building a fistery. Not wrong, William. if I move ever like so, you may be able to see Red Truck Man somewhere in the distance. He said he looked like the love child of Bella Lugosi, and Donald Sutherland. A peggery, says Collusion Not Collision. Horrible reviews. Horrible reviews. Yeah, he's here. He's here colluding. A fistery, Tina. We have No Havana, season 4, episode 1. Kiki, look at you with the knowledge. Ain't too proud to peg. Who could be? So Melanie Little yesterday hit 100,000 subscribers. Relatively quick. Like first part of the morning too, which was pretty cool. Very, very like exciting to see. I think when I went on her show last year, she was at like 44. I don't know why I remember 44,000. So I did the math. And I'm like, if you were 44,000 to 100,000 in 1 year, 365 days, that means that she averaged 165 to 164.8 subscribers a day, which was so cool. That is like cool to think about. It's a lot. Amber says, I put my hand up on my peg. When I leg, you leg, we leg. Come on and air on it. Air on it. Come on, air on it. It's the peg leg train. If you feel like dancing, choo choo. Choo choo. Come on, air on it. Air on it. Pretty exact calculations, says Fan of the Truth. Hey, Shannon, with one been fired yet? I don't know. That whole company is scuzzy, so who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Poor guy. Poor man, Shannon. What a man, Shannon. All right. Also, Nurse Kim hit 20,000 subscribers. And she was on Court TV. I watched Miss McKinney's day 19 and 20 wrap up yesterday. I listened to that when I was in the car. Let me just say this about Miss McKinney, Legal Poor. If you're not subscribed to her, please go subscribe. I fucking love Miss McKinney, and I love listening to Miss McKinney. Probably more than anybody. More than any other, like, YouTube creator person who's up there, because she's called a lot of shit. She's like named it before it has happened, and her opinion for some reason challenges things that I think, and she makes me think about things differently in like a way that I normally would think about it, but with like another twist. Almost with like less emotion. I feel like sometimes I will like go into like why someone's doing something and like whatever and this and blah 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 blah. And I just really, really like her opinion and her take on shit. Like, I remember it was a few weeks ago, way before Sister's Not Answering the Phone moment. Way before your sister's not answering the phone. And she did, I think it was like on TikTok, or she did a video, and she was like, if I was Jen McCabe, how come she's not checking on her sister? How come no one's going in the house? How come she's not seeing if her sister's okay? And this is like way before. She's just good, dude. She's just good. She's smart. She's smart. Reality with Krista Marie. I heard this is where I'm supposed to try out for the musical. Yes, you have your headshot. And did you bring any sheet music? What do you plan on singing? Yes and yes. Okay, hon, what do you plan? What did you prepare for us today? I hit her, I hit her, I hit her. Oh, please, go ahead, take it away. I kicked her, I kicked her, I kicked her. Do you guys want to hear? What do you want to do first? Do you want to go over what happened yesterday and other little like nuanced micro moments, or do you want to hear the AI interpretation of and summary of things that we discussed yesterday first, and the wrong shit that they did? No court today, hon. Spring break. If you want the interpretation, put yeah, the AI stuff, yeah, the summary. Yeah, let's start off with that. I was thinking the same thing. Boofing is the best, huh? Okay. And then KKB says, let's get Roxy about jury shenanigans. We're gonna. That's on the list too. That's on the list. We're gonna get all Roxy about our 16-pack of jury tamp. So, this is yesterday's Washington Post crossword. Put that down. Altman, she's gonna sing Cool Rider from Grease 2. Altman, your version should be Turtle Rider instead of Cool Rider. He's a cool rider, a cool rider. If it's cool enough, he can burn bad to win through. Whoa. Lou Lane, what are you eating? It's making me starving. Oh, darling, it's a blueberry donut from Dunkin' Donuts. They're so freaking delicious. They're so fucking good, mate. They're so fucking good, mate. All right. First it says, I said, summarize the video. And it said, this video by Auntie Deb is a humorous commentary on the fictional Karen Reed trial, which appears to be a satirical take on true crime media. Good morning. I'm just a girl in the world. That's all that you'll let me be. Here are some key points. They discuss AI summaries, which highlight the alleged violence, potential roles of the characters, especially Pegleg, and the jury's competence. Next, humor and dark topics. This video uses humor to discuss graphic content like the brutal beating of Man Shannon. It acknowledges the potential discomfort it may cause. Teaching moments. Auntie Deb interjects with a teaching moment about the importance of using the correct terminology when discussing assault, arguing against euphemisms that can soften the severity of the act. Focus on accountability. Instead of focusing on who committed the crime, Auntie Deb emphasizes the lack of accountability in the system that allowed it to happen. Memes and social media. The video touches upon the popularity of the trial on TikTok and other social media with humorous memes and fan-made content. Last one, and my favorite, peg leg as a symbol. The video frequently uses the phrase peg leg, the alleged murderer's prosthetic leg, as a recurring motif, both for humor and to represent the flaws and potential dangers of the justice system. Okay? Chef Game is Wax is my new favorite song. I mean, people love it. People love it. And that makes me, oh, Red Truck I left? You guys are such tramps. Look at you. You guys are tramps. Oh, and it talks about Red Truck Guy too, which is even crazier. So that was the summary of the overall video. Then I asked it to discuss the peg leg character. Good morning, Kelly. watching you from home and not the highway. Kisses, kisses, darling. Based on the AI's analysis, the peg leg character in the Karen Retrial can be seen in a multifaceted light. 1. As a potential accomplice. They strongly suggest that Pegleg was involved in the murder of Man Shannon. Evidence cited includes shattered pieces of her cane found near the body and a phone to call the EMTs. All right, so we got this thing all confused next way from sideways from Sunday. It thinks that this is a satirical courtroom drama used to lighten the mood. We think the murderer is Pegleg. We know the weapon is the prosthetic leg. There is evidence from shattered pieces of cane, and Man Shannon was murdered. Yesterday they said John McCabe was murdered. So they're really not getting it. Pegleg uses her status as a grieving mother to escape accountability. We discussed that yesterday. They told us that already. She uses her peg leg to further her agenda for revenge, and her actions are described as catalysts for conflict driving the narrative. In essence, Pegleg is presented as a complex character who can be seen as both victim and perpetrator, potentially using her circumstances to manipulate the situation for her own gain. It's also worth noting the humorous spin put on the character by Auntie particular with the introduction of the Jerry Tamps product and the various jokes about her prosthetic leg. And then next paragraph they changed Jerry Tamps to Jerry Tamps. And it says the Jerry Tamps concept is a humorous idea for a tampon product specifically marketed towards women who watch true crime shows and are often indecisive about which tampon to use. Here's the breakdown. 1. 12 different tampons and 4 alternatives. The pack would contain 12 tampons, each with a unique design and presumably a different absorbency and material. 4 additional alternate tampons would be secretly hidden within the pack. I don't think we said secretly hidden, but fucking hysterical. Secretly hidden tampons, 4 of them, 4 Where are we hiding them? Inside another Jerry Tamp? Where would they be going? Stuart, oh my god, I just saw your comment pass by really quickly, and don't even get me started on the peg leg as an AK-47, because if you remember the movie Grindhouse, they had Rose McGowan with one of her legs was an AK-47, and I was thinking about that yesterday. I hate you, Stuart. I hate you. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Oh no, that's out of order, darling. 2B, where's 3? I need number 3. Okay. Next. Themed tampons. Here at the morning show, we cover the hot topics. Okay, we ask the tough questions, we get the tough answers. We cover the groundbreaking stuff that no other media source will touch. We talk about themed tampons. They won't. We're not lying to you. Each of the 12 main tampons would have a humorous characterization, such as a waitress or a doctor, to represent different viewpoints. The marketing slogan proposed is, use checkout code Dramatic Tampon for 30% off your first order of Jerry Tamps. Essentially, Jerry Tamps are a joke, playing on the true crimes genre's penchant for drama and speculation, with the variety of tampons mirroring the diverse perspectives of a jury. It is important to emphasize that this is a fictional product and not available for purchase yet. Not yet. How kind of smart? Like, how smart? That's kind of smart. Like, they might mess up what we say, but the overall theme, I do like how the AI puts it. And I like how it doesn't, like, pander to offensiveness. I like it. I don't know. I'm kind of into it. They get it. The AI gets it. At least the one that watches us. All right, next, I pressed a button that said, describe the, what is the interpretation of the poppy references? And it spelled it Poppy, like poppies, because we talk about poppies. You know, when poppies come in here, and we look at our poppies. So, I mean, the jury tamps was on point with the 4 hidden tampons, secretly hidden tampons. So let's get into the poppy part. Good morning, Missy. The poppy reference in the video is a bit of a mystery, as it's never explicitly explained what poppy means in this context. However, through clues in the video, we can infer a possible meaning. Here are some possible interpretations. A small attention-grabbing object is the first one. First mention of poppy is in the plural, and it is described as walking towards the camera. 2 poppies coming up my way. This suggests that poppy might refer to something small and easily movable, like little figurines seen in the window. When the fuck do we talk about little figurines seen in the window? Not small, not the one I saw yesterday. Not that long-necked goose when we were bird watching. And then this one, I don't understand either. It says there's a Toy Story connection. I don't think we talked about Toy Story. It says later, Auntie Deb mentions Man Shannon's toy thief in reference to Toy Story. Hold on. The custodian, again, didn't wire this correctly because he doesn't care about this classroom. Okay. This is in reference to Toy Story, and the AI summarizes that it includes a segment about Shannon's trauma. This could imply a link between Poppy and the toy thief, as both are disruptive elements in the narrative. Excuse me? New York Yankees hat. A poppy is identified by a viewer as wearing a New York Yankees hat. This could be a visual clue for a specific type of poppy, perhaps a character or toy associated with the Yankees. It's getting somewhere. You're getting warmer, hon. Without further information, it's difficult to say for sure what poppy means. It seems likely to be a playful, symbolic element within the video's fictional world, adding humor and intrigue. Okay, you're onto something. You know what really messed him up? You know what messed him up the most? You know what got the AI interpretation the most fucked up? Is when we talked about Winnipeg. When someone goes, is anyone else from Winnipeg? It goes, describe the mentioning of Winnipeg. The mention of Winnipeg towards the end of the video is somewhat perplexing, and it doesn't directly seem related to the rest of any of the content. Possible explanations. Winnipeg is juxtaposition. Winnipeg is a Canadian city known for its colder climate, while the trial setting is implied to be in a warmer climate. This difference in environment could be a juxtaposition. Audience location. Perhaps some of the viewers of this live stream live in Winnipeg, and Auntie Deb jokingly addresses them. Randomness. It's possible the Winnipeg was mentioned. The Winnipeg, literally, it says the Winnipeg. It's possible the Winnipeg was mentioned simply as a random thought or a glitch in the AI's transcription. Winnipeg messed them up so bad they were like, that must be our fault. We must be doing something wrong. Winnipeg, lose a peg. Ultimately, the reason for the Winnipeg remains somewhat unclear. It's likely a non-essential detail meant to add a touch of the unexpected to the video. It couldn't figure it out, which we don't blame them, because this is pretty fucking confusing. Lived in Winnipeg for 70 years. Called it Winnipeg is Peg. Oh my God. Hope says Winnipeg is Pegleg's older sister who moved to Canada. Feeding it says dramatic gay Winnipeg. Winnipeg lose a peg is the best. Oh, someone did say Shannon looked like the toy thief. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yep. Oh my God, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, we broke AI. All right. Then we go into the backstory elements of the Pegleg character. The backstory of Pegleg is unclear. However, we can gather some clues about her history and personality from the dialogue. Possible backstory elements of Pegleg. Loss of a leg is the first one. The obvious clue is in her name and the frequent references to her prosthetic leg. We can assume she lost a leg in some sort of accident, though the exact circumstances are never revealed. 2. Grumpy demeanor. Pegleg is often described as having a sour disposition. She's described as nasty to women who associate with her sons, and is even said to this fucking part. She is described as nasty to women associated with her sons, and is even said to enjoy feeding leg splints to the dead. Timestamp 42 minutes and 54 seconds. She enjoys feeding leg splints to the dead. I think it's probably because we say she sprinkled leg on the body. I'm guessing that's probably why they say that. But AI thinks that Pegleg goes to like Petco, gets fish food leg splints, goes over to dead people and sprinkles it on them. Let me just read that one more time. Is even said to enjoy feeding leg splints to the dead. Next speculation. Age and resentment. She's repeatedly referred to as old, suggesting she might have a history of bitterness towards life. This is further emphasized by her desire to see the other characters in the trial pay for their actions. Other speculations, which is weird. Okay, this one's weird. Potential criminal history. The AI suspects her involvement in the crime, so it's possible she had a previous run-in with the law. Her comments about the jury's incompetence and lack of accountability suggest a deep distrust in the legal system. While we don't have the full picture, it seems likely that Pegleg has a troubled past that has shaped her into the cynical and potentially vengeful character we see in the video. AI is onto Pegleg. AI is onto leg. On a lighter note, there was a button to describe Red Truck Guy. This is what it says about Red Truck Guy. Exactly, Brand. AI does get it. AI does get it. The Red Truck Guy is a recurring character, if somewhat mysterious character, in auntiedebbb's videos. Just like Poppy, his identity and purpose are never explicitly explained, but we can glean some information that we do know about him. What we know: 1. Distinctive vehicle. He's always identified by a red truck, which serves as a visual marker for his appearances. 2. Quiet observation. He often seems to be a silent observer, parked nearby while auntiedebbb streams. He doesn't actively participate in the conversations, but is occasionally acknowledged by her. They say her. They call me her. 3. Potential interest in the trial. The truck's presence suggests a possible interest in the events of the Karen Read trial, either as a fan or perhaps someone with a connection to the case. Speculations. 1. Police officer or investigator. The truck could belong to someone from law enforcement, possibly monitoring the trial or investigating a related manner. So they think that red truck guy is going to walk up to me and ask if they could speak to me. And I'm going to tell them that I'm my sister. And they're going to go away. I'm going to call Matt McCabe. They're going to come back and say, can we sit down with you? I'm going to say, I need 10 minutes. I'm going to call 400 people. They're going to come back. I'm going to suspend the interview. They're going to say, it's a crime to lie to me. And I'm going to say, I only call red truck guy. Number 2, in speculation, supporter of Karen Reed. Perhaps the red truck guy is a fan of Karen Reed or believes in her innocence, offering silent support. Red truck guy offers silent support. Third speculation, stranger or intrigue. He could simply be a random individual drawn to the drama of the live stream, adding an element of intrigue to the narrative. Ultimately, the red truck guy remains enigmatic. He is a visual and narrative quirk that adds a touch of mystery and speculation to the streams. Then there was a button that I could press that said, what is the theme of Beauty and the Beast in the video? It says, here's the comparison. Karen Reed as Belle. Pegleg as the Beast / Ursula. The suspected killer might be the Beast or even Sea Witch Ursula, both powerful female characters who are initially perceived as villains. Why do they say initially? And Man Shannon is the prince, which we never discussed, but it says the victim of a brutal attack is compared to the prince and the object of Belle's affection. I don't know where it got that from. Other character parallels. This one's so insane. This one got me. This one was nuts. Other character parallels. Other characters in the trial are jokingly linked to other characters from Beauty and the Beast, such as the assistant DA Caleb as Cogsworth. Assistant DA Caleb? Sold. That's who Assistant DA is now. It's Caleb. The humor comes from the unexpected juxtaposition of a serious criminal trial with the fantastical elements of a fairy tale. It highlights absurdity of certain aspects of the trial and serves as a running gag throughout the video. The host intentionally uses extreme language and descriptions to emphasize the drama and absurdity of the situation. Humor is frequently achieved through sarcasm and irony, particularly when discussing the character's actions and motivations. The host acknowledges the absurdity of the situation and often pokes fun at their own commentary. The comedic style comes from treating a serious topic with a lighthearted and irreverent approach, highlighting the absurdity and inconsistencies that can be found in even the most dramatic situations. The speaker makes a difficult topic accessible, highlights absurdities and inconsistencies, creates emotional distance, and encourages discussion and engagement. Which I thought was like a really cool summary. I thought that was like a nice little summary. But then there was other things I could click on. And I remembered shit we talked about. And then I remember we talked about Twitter fighting. We talked about Lala. And I said, what is the role of Lala in the video? The speaker clearly expresses a dislike for Lala, a Twitter user who commented negatively on his video. Here are some instances where he shows his feelings. Responding to her attacks with insults, when Lala calls him a monster and a stupid bitch, Jimmy retaliates with similar insults and sends her gifs of DX wrestlers expressing a desire to take it out on some unsuspecting douchebags. Jimmy sends Lala a video of Hank Brennan changing the microphone to a song about liking dick, knowing she would find it offensive. often making fun of her age and appearance, and threatens to send her a peg leg in the mail. As a joke, he threatens to FedEx a peg leg to her door. It is evident that Jimmy finds Lala's comments highly irritating and enjoys responding to her attacks in humorous yet an aggressive manner. Threatens to send a peg leg to threatens to FedEx a peg leg to her front door. So that's a fun little feature of YouTube Premium. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you could do a ton. Like, YouTube Premium, I'm not even joking, is 100% worth it. 100% worth it. Especially if you're like, if you're here every day, if you're watching a shit ton of other YouTubers, right? If you're like putting in time, if you're not watching television anymore and you're just watching YouTube, get fucking YouTube Premium. Okay? No commercials ever. Ever. Even when people put commercials in, no commercials. You can speed it up to 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. You get this little AI thing. You can make a little playlist. You can line up videos. Say there's 4 videos you want to watch. You press one, you say watch it after this. Press one, you say watch it after this. You can watch it and shut your phone off. So like, say you're playing it and you don't want to like have the video up. You want to go to something else. You get rid of it. It's still playing in the background. Like, it's worth it. Like, trust me, it's fucking worth it. It's so worth it. It's $18. You'd spend that at the bar. You'd spend that on 2 drinks. You'd spend that on a shitty t-shirt. It's worth it. If you spend a lot of time here, it's worth it. It is. It is. And I wouldn't like say something is unless it really, really was. It's the best thing ever. Yeah, no, it is, dude. It's so worth it. And I think you can get a Ooh, Brand says, is there a button to describe your students? Oh, hun. Let me write that down. Because you can ask it specific things, but let me write that down. I like that. All right. Let's talk about John DePietro. Who is this guy? That's not John DePietro. There is no person named John DePietro. That's fucking Sherry O'Terry. You cannot tell me that is not Sherry O'Terry. That's Sherry O'Terry. Chopped hair or hair pulled back in a ponytail with a man wig on. She's back for SNL. That's not, no. He is too much. He is too ridiculous. No. No. One thing yesterday after the trial was over, he like posts a picture of Bev and he's like, let's take a moment and just look at the marvelous, wonderful work this woman is doing, and wrote a whole like speech about her, which, you know, I love my Bev. So underneath, and I think I do confuse people, and I do that on purpose. Underneath I wrote a queen. I was like, just a queen. I'm like, Bev, a queen. Then he writes, after that, what was her name? That timid chick who was up there yesterday, who was like, yeah, none of these pieces match the ones that we had. Like, the only piece that matches is the one that matches Proctor. He was like, what a strong witness for the Commonwealth. They have no idea what they're doing. Like, as in, like, we have no idea what we're doing. He's like, this is a very strong witness for the Commonwealth. And I'm like, Cherry, are you over here just fucking, are you just fucking with us, hun? Are you just making, like, what's up? I think he just goofs just to goof. I think he's just a goofer. I think that's just him. That is Sherry O'Terry. You can't tell me. You can't tell me that's not Sherry O'Terry. Thoughts? Carolyn says he has to be a character. He's a character. Sherry does that with everything, says Kirsty Nursey M. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like, Sherry, you got me for a few days. You know, the Listen Turtle was great. I believed you then. But that's classic Sherry O'Terry. DePietro voiced Chucky from the Rugrats. Tommy, Listen Turtle. I don't know if I hear it. John is a satire who never breaks character. I can't unsee it. Classic Shez, says Reagan. DePietro is not to be trusted, my dad. Is your dad secretly John DePietro? He even looks like he has a rubber face mask. Yes, he does. Did you ever see her in when she was in Curb Your Enthusiasm? As I think she like plays like a housekeeper and she gets fired because of Larry. And she used to work at like Looney Tunes World. Yes, and gets fired. Yes, Tully's dirty little pie fingers. All right, so that's it. Then we decided John DePietro is just Sherry O'Terry. Listen, Sherry, says John Sweeney. Never seen them together. You've never seen them in the same room. Sorry, Sha. Love you, hon. But I was nervous for a little bit because I didn't know what this guy was or who this guy was. Or like what his angle was. All right. Well, now we know it's Sherry. I can sleep. I can sleep at night. I'm good. Listen, Sherry. Listen, O'Terry. Motion granted. Thank you, Reggie. Next on the docket. Wolf. Can we just talk about this guy? Can we just talk about this guy? Why did he say wolf like the real thing? Why? I have to know why. Is he a werewolf? Was he just telling us that yes, along with witchcraft and wizardry, now we're introducing werewolves? Is he Jacob? You know? Like, is he Jacob? Is Sherry O'Terry Edward? Ooh. Open the light. Good morning, I'm just a girl in the world. Not that Dina says, I loved Runkle and Betterow last night. Ian probably knocked back 10 bourbons. Ooh. Well, that's amazing. I love that. 10 bourbons does concern me as an alcoholic myself. But you know what? I don't count anyone else's, but that does concern me just a little bit. Do you drink? No, hon. I've been sober for 6.5 years. Wolf makes his chained up wife cappuccinos. If he has a wife, his wife probably is him in like in a aware state. Is that his pickup line? That's 100% his pickup. I'm not yucking your yum, Joey. People want to drink all the time they can. It just concerns me. I get concerned. And it makes me sad. When I see people overly indulging in alcohol, I get sad. I don't even get like, oh, like clean yourself up or judgmental or anything. It literally just kind of hurts me a little bit because I understand. Something's coming, I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. Zach says, Bev canceled court for the holiday weekend. I guess that makes her a genuine see you next Tuesday. Now we can say it with our full chest, see you next fucking Tuesday. He gave his wife a lobotomy. Wolf totally sleeps in a coffin. I love him and his Dracula vibes. California sober is the best. Wolf is straight out of a Bela Lugosi film. Did you see some of the reviews from years ago about Wolf? I have not. His shaking hand water guzzling with his pinky up was too much for Giggle Glimmer. Stay Pause says, new sub here. I am sober too. You are hilarious. Loving your show. Thanks. Welcome, Stay Pause. Buckle up. Welcome, but buckle up. Full-throated, like an eighth glass of rocks. He has a basement full of subjects. Is Wolf auditioning for the next James Bond movie? Cappuccino is code for lotion, says Wags. He really goes home to put lotion on her skin. Who should play Wolf in the movie? Wolf. No. If you've seen Pulp Fiction, the wolf character in Pulp Fiction who's like, I fix problems. No, it's code for I ran out of cigs and I need my mid-morning third pack. Oh my god. That is funny. That is fucking funny. Is it bad every time the camera pans to Peg, all I can picture is a wooden peg with her face on it? Oh my god, imagine face, like peg-legged face inscribed legs. Reminds me of the psycho in the movie The Burbs. I did see a comment yesterday that someone put after, and they were like, I've noticed that on other channels it is ill-advised and like frowned upon to discuss the mother, to discuss Peggy. However, I'm not picking that up here, or something like that. Something like, basically being like, can I talk shit about Peg here? Hun, yeah, hun, all are welcome. I feel like Zelda Rubinstein in The Poltergeist. I'm like, all are welcome, children. Stay away from the light. Here, we can talk about Peg. Let's talk about Peg, baby. Let's talk about leg, baby. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about Peg. Let's talk about Peg. Let's talk about Peg. Let's talk about Peg. I avoided her season 1. Season 2, I'm in. I'm in that leg. I got a leg up on her season 2. Let's talk about Peg, baby. I just don't get why he said like the real thing. Candy Peg. My love, all I wanna dream of, candy coated peg leg. All right, let me read this. Don't fucking hit me, dude. Don't fucking hit me. Don't you think by the end of the trial, all of these lunatics will do an unmasking like the end of a classic Scooby-Doo? DePeeps is giving me Alistair Moody vibes when he runs out of Polyjuice potion. Meatball, you've been on fire for this whole past week. You are so friggin' funny. Oh my god, I love you so much. Oh my god, guys, no, wait, Dr. Wolf. Dr. Wolf walking into Dunkin' Donuts. That's Dr. Wolf. No, that looked just. That's him. That's him. You see him on the left? Dude, going to sit with his wolf pack. Going to sit with. Oh. While I've been sitting here talking shit, there goes a fucking grade A poppy. Okay, there's Wolf. There's Wolf. There's Wolf. There's Wolf. Shall we interrupt this broadcast to pass judgment for a few? Shall we interrupt the broadcast to pass judgment? Ow, that hurt. That went right in my little thing. Okay. All right. We're going to pass judgment. And then we're going to talk about microdots. Oh, okay. Look on the left. Poppy has kids. 3 of them. Classic Poppy. Do you guys see it through the window? Classic. Of course. Of course. For I misspoke. For I misspoke. A New York Yankees hat. Wait, wait. Hold. Is that a... Those aren't two dads. Can we see? Can we see? We can see, right? Why do I feel like that's illegal? Okay, look to the left. So, like, right there. Are they in a gay relationship? If those are two gay dad poppies, I'm no longer interested. No, I don't think they... I hope not. Don't ruin it for me. They are friends. Thank you, Mark. I hope so, too. No, we have to figure this out. Like, we have to figure this out. Like, I can't not. I should befriend that guy from Moana that just walked out and be like, hey, can you go, you know, the Rock's character? Like, can you go in there and find out if they're dating? I don't know. The one sitting down kind of gives me gay a little bit. Not super. But, oh, wait. Oh, are they friends or not? Okay, hold on. He's coming out. He's coming out. One of them's coming out. Okay, they're not together. Yep. Are you leaving? Okay. All right. So one's a single dad. One's a bachelor. And they occasionally meet up here for under the bathroom stall sex, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. Go in? No, the one I like left. I can't, no, no. Damn it, that was disappointing. Selma says, just two normal suburban dads. We're not like regular dads. Court says, I won't be satisfied until Karen is on Dancing with the Stars. You're in the right place. Because neither will I. Carry on Inaba. I give them a 9.8. Local news media. Yo. Good morning, homie. Question. Are you still free Karen Reed or did you jump ship? Gotta check where you stand, homie. I unscrewed my fucking peg leg and I jumped off the ship and I am full fucking not free. Yeah, you heard. That's right, bitch. Jumped the ship. Whoever told you that is right. Everything you hear is true. Full ship jumping. Yep. Any other questions, local news media? I do know that you are a reputable source of local news. So any other questions you have, just ask. Oh, Captain Pegleg Ship Jumper. That's me. Oh, that's me. Shantae's Inferno says, leg, laughing. I was just saying on my Twitter, my morning wasn't complete without you, says Low Comps for Hillside. I did see that someone tweeted that, and I, like, added them. I, like, tweeted at them, and I, like, put a link to this, and I'm like, we're still doing the morning, hon. You kind of look like a pirate, says Aaron. Jury tampon implant. He clocked it. Boom, great job. Huh? Are you doing this every day of spring break? Not Saturday and Sunday. I might do it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Check. See if one's scheduled in the morning. I'll fucking know. Who knows? Who the hell knows? I dreamed about Alessi last night, says KKB. Don't get your peg leg stuck when you're walking the plank. Alessi is jacked. Yeah, he is. Paul O'Keefe is peg legs kickstand. Jimmy, I barely got to work this morning. Leg has me deceased. You promised tomorrow, Jimmy. Honestly, I promised, hon. When did I promise? I said potentially Friday, but when did I promise that? Did we get Melanie to 100 before the end of my live stream yesterday? No. No, we did not. We did not. And no, Melanie does not have to thank me for it. I didn't do it. Melanie did it. We just gave her a little bumpski. I said, oh, I'm going to say it like Anastasia and Drizella and Cinderella. We said if. Oh, if. I told her she could go to the ball if she finishes all the chores. But mother, girls, I said if. And then Anastasia goes, oh, if. And then turns around. She does not need to thank me, nor does she need to give me credit. You know why? Because we said here, and I said, don't tell her we're doing this. I didn't want her to know. So how the fuck would she know? Because we got some loose-lipped whores up in here. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this leg. There's some whores in this leg. There's some whores in this leg. Yeah, probably. We'll probably do a morning show tomorrow, too. Yeah. We'll yes. Yes. Yes, she doesn't need to, though. She doesn't need to. I don't want... That's the thing. I don't want her knowing. Someone snitched? Of course someone snitched. Because you guys are a bunch of fucking first graders. Did you see this? Did you see this? Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Me, me, me. There's some whores in this leg. There's some whores in this leg. There's some whores in this leg. Oh. I just Nurse Kim'd ode at a very handsome poppy coming out. Okay. The microdults video. I've been thinking for a while. Every single time I watch a microdults video, I literally, in my mind, imagine like what one would be if there was a microdots version of like the videos that I do. So yesterday I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, it wouldn't even require like a lot. Like I would just have to take clips of moments of things that happened in the videos I already did and just edit them together and do a little voiceover. So it didn't take me very long and it was pretty cool to do. I just like wrote down like what I wanted the narrative to be, figured it out, put it together, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And I'm like, oh, I started doing it and I realized it was like getting a little longer. And I'm like, oh, wait, this is pretty cool. Added some sound things. I watched a shit ton of his like in a fucking row. A shit ton. Looked at his style, looked at his thumbnail, looked at how he did this, looked at how he did this. And I was like, oh, okay, this is funny. Like, I gotta get this together. Like, this is funny. Have you heard of Afro Man? Have I heard of Afro Man? Of course. My baby's got sauce. That's not Afro Man. That's G-Love and Special Sauce. But still, I was singing it yesterday. Your baby ain't sweet like mine. She got sauce. Your baby ain't sweet like my baby's got sauce. So I put it up. And people really liked it. Microdots really liked it. He did a video back. Mike, he did one, like, which was so cool. He put it on Twitter. It was so cool. And it was like Jen turning into a beast. And like the dynamic between Jen and character in his response video was fucking perfect. It was so good. I would love to make a horror film with him. I would love to write a horror film and make it with him because, oh my God, that was really good. He's very creative and he's very talented. Like, holy shit, he's talented. Like, can you link it? No, I don't think so. I can barely fucking go live on free Wi-Fi. Hun. No, just go to his Twitter. Local news media, Jimbo, I fucking knew it. Question, what's your opinion on how the case is going so far? The Commonwealth is putting up a phenomenal case. Local news media. Oh, let me answer you like I'm being interviewed. The Commonwealth is putting up a phenomenal case. Hank Brennan is going above and beyond. I do think Man Shannon was extremely credible, very strong. I heard the jury was paying the utmost attention to him, listening to every word he said. Some were even taking side notes about how to apply for their next job based on Man Shannon. What else can I say? She did it. She did it. She did it. You know, Jen McCabe's an angel. She has the soul of... She has a very Virgin Mary, very Mother Mary aura to her. Our Lady of Guadalupe, that's Our Lady of Canton, you know. Statues of Jen McCabe cry oil. And I've heard that she's been healing the sick. I think in Lake Jen McCabe, if you take a crippled child, dip the crippled child in the lake of Jen, it comes out in the image and likeness of God, seated at the right hand of the Father. I think every mother needs to strive to be like Peg Leg. I think by Christmas, if every mom doesn't have a peg leg in place of her normal leg, like you remember how everyone had a gold tooth or everyone wanted a grill, everyone's gonna get a peg leg. Just, you know, it's good to see people who try and get away with murder, Karen, you know, finally be held accountable. That's what I think the trial's going on. All right, let's go over something that happened after I posted the video. So, Lurker Fed streamer, who is your favorite Beatle? Paul McCartney, because it's secretly my dad. So under the videos, this person wrote, "This is deeply upsetting. You are mocking and discrediting all of the hard work that MD, capital M, capital D from Microdots, that MD does. Highly disappointed. I was not happy about getting this notification." I looked at it. I thought about it. I said, okay. Within a matter of a second, I responded. You know, normal, just react immediately. I responded and I said, MD, because she can't spell out Microdots because she's a lazy bitch. I said, MD, highly enjoyed it and posted a response video to it. And then I added to that and I said, kindly remove the peg leg from your anal cavity. With a smiley face. They responded and said, wow, aren't you a sweetheart? I responded and said something like, nope. No, I'm not, hun. Not happy about the notification? I said, not happy about the notification? Why don't you sit down and shut the fuck up and enjoy the free content? Or go fuck yourself. Actually, I'll just do myself a favor. There's a button that says hide user. I'm just going to go ahead and press it so I don't have to fucking listen to you anymore. I bet everyone in your life wishes they had that button. And then I went off again on another tangent. And then she responded and she goes, you're telling me? She goes, I believe in Karen Reed's innocence. You think the Constitution is bigger than anyone? I said, what the fuck are you talking about? What does that have to do with anything? And she hasn't responded yet. So they're probably not all there. Okay, fine. Did I have to go that hard? No. No, I didn't. Did I even have to acknowledge it? No. But you know what? I'm a petty ass bitch. And I'll quote Erykah Badu again, right before she sings Tyrone, live on stage. Keep in mind that I'm an artist. And I'm sensitive about my shit. Okay? Sensitive about my shit. Sorry. That's just what we do, hon. That's just how I be. Bitch. I think I called her an old fat bitch too. I don't remember. I blacked out. I literally was losing time as I was writing it. I'm like, how do I fucking get this? Kyle K. Cosmo says, I'm getting tired of your shit. You don't never buy me nothing. That video was great. Fuck that bitch, says William. She sounds like a troll. She's not. She's not, because I looked at her history and she had commented on other videos I've done. She is like subscribed to like Kim and Melanie and all that people. She's not a troll. No. That's the thing you guys don't understand. 95% of the time, it's not a troll that I'm fucking with. And it's not a troll that's fucking with you. It's some broke down, confused ass, fucking ego-driven bitch. 99% of the time. There was some crazy bitch tried coming at me a few weeks, like a month ago, 2 months ago. That is like, you know, you guys know who she is. Throwing coins in the jar. And I had to fucking check that bitch too. I had to say, someone come collect this girl interrupted ass bitch. Listen, sometimes you just gotta fucking call a spade a spade. Okay? Sometimes you just gotta fucking call a spade a spade. They can't all be winners. And not everyone in the Free Karen Reed movement has it all together, as you can probably tell. I don't care what fucking side you're on. Don't cross me that way. We're all a little bit troll, Little White Lie says. Oh, I love trolling. I love it. Sometimes you just gotta lay back and troll. You know? Sometimes. Sometimes you do. Sorry. Oh, gay confessions. Oh, I wanted to play a game called Gay Confessions. What did I mean by that? Oh! So, at the, on Fridays, at the end of the school week, I used to do this thing, and I got this idea from another teacher, where she used to give them a quiz, and at the end, she would write, is there anything you would like me to know? And I liked that. I thought that question was a good question. Is there anything that you would like me to know? So please, is there anything you would like me to know? Please write it. And when I go on the replay, I will go and I will look at it. And we will discuss it tomorrow. Okay? Because that's what I like to do. I can always read them when I'm doing this, but I go back and I read everything. Even when people ask for advice, I go back and I read it and I do it. So, I will give you this time now to do that as we discuss something that came into my head yesterday around 10:30 at night. You remember that song by Garbage in the 90s that was like, I'm only happy when it rains? Well, due to the lack of poppies here, there's only about 2 poppies. I was thinking in the rain, last time it was raining, we did a stream, there were no poppies. So we should have a song that's like, where are the poppies when it rains? By Garbage. What is the matter with me? I actually write this shit down too. The fuck is the matter with me? All right, let's talk about the jury. I think someone's fucking. You know we don't do truth here. You know we don't do truth. I think someone's fucking. I think 2 jurors are fucking. I do. I do. I think we got some fucking under the table, fucking someone's hiding their knuckles somewhere else. Thoughts? They're banging. Juror love. Spring has sprung, says Petty Paralegal. Smashing ugly, says Joseph. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. Trial babies. I'm just a prom night trial baby. Seats got moved, Peggy O'Keefe style. Oh my God, we're on the Karen retrial and now we're getting married. I think they are flirting. I think it's beyond flirting, hon. 20 days with someone, secluded. Juror Rum Springer. William says, that's my style. Yeah, right in the jury box. Jurors sharing tamps. Oh my God, imagine the beginning of this when they find out she's pregnant. And he's like, hey, can we talk? And she's like, yeah, sure, what's up? And he's like, I was cleaning out the room the other day and I noticed that your box of jury tamps is full. And she's like, yeah. He's like, well, you know, you were supposed to get your... And she's like, that's an extra one that my aunt gave me when I saw her, when she came home. And he's like, but I thought your aunt canceled that night because your uncle had the flu. And she's like, she dropped him off because like she does every year on my birthday. She drops off a 6-pack of jury tamps. And he's like, jury tamps come in 12 and 16. And she's like, I was looking out the window and I dropped off the jury tamps and yeah. That's what it is. Well, why were you home? It was your birthday. Everyone else went out the night before. Like, they went out the night before, but you know I have anxiety, and I couldn't leave my house, and blah, blah, blah. And why are you questioning me? And he's like, I just want to know, like, I'll do this with you. Like, I'm here. I'm committed. Like, I don't know anymore, okay? Like, I just don't know. Big drama. Big dramatic drama? Yes. What's are we going to do, Charlie? I can't afford another little jury baby. And now they're going to have a little peg. Peggy will be the godmother. Full-throated jurors. No talking about the case doesn't mean they can't talk about, let's talk about Peg, baby. Wasn't the cappuccino a euphemism for liking much younger wife capping his chino as a morning boot? Let me read this again. Hold on. Wasn't the cappuccino a euphemism for his likely much younger wife capping his chino as a morning boost? Or it could have been a euphemism for him, like, he's like, I grind up her beans, and then she froths, and I make her a cappuccino. You know what I mean? Some sick shit. Because he's a pig. He's a pig leg. RJB says, no, leave that doctor alone. Leave him alone. He was such hubby goals, the fuck. You think? I think he cheats. I think he cheats. I do. I think he cheats. The minute he sat down, I'm like, you fucking prick. He didn't even speak yet. I'm like, how many grandmothers have you fucking porked? I know you fucked everyone's grandmothers. You're a dirty pig. I don't know. I just saw dirty pig. I saw pig. I saw pig leg. He's like, well, after, 4 times a day, I'm opening somebody up. And I don't got time to be here. I just did this. I just did that. Blah, 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 blah. Who cares? He's a surgeon. He for sure bangs anyone he can. Steph Hafferty. I feel like Karen and Alan are fucking. Who gives a fuck if they are? I don't know, and I don't fucking care. Everyone wants them to be. So let's just say it then. If everyone wants them to be, everyone's posting a picture like, look at them. Look at them. All right. Then they're fucking. Great. What does that change? Nothing. Who cares? Local news media. Jimbo question. What part of Massachusetts do you live in? North, south, east, west, what? Oh, Local news media, I'm going to have to suspend the interview. I'm uncomfortable answering any more questions about that night. Brand, lawyer you know said Wolf probably got 10 grand for yesterday, not including any prep work. How do we know that? How does the lawyer we know that? That he got 10 grand for yesterday. You know what I mean? Amber says, I think that's the furthest thing from Karen's mind. And even if it's not, who cares? Boston Brandy, no, whatever Alan and his wife have makes him an amazing man. I like him married and defending Karen. She'll find her king. And you know what? Honestly, she doesn't need a fucking king. She doesn't need a man. She doesn't need a man. Look what happened. She doesn't need a fucking man. She doesn't need one. Nope, she's fine. Let her do her thing. Let her do whatever the fuck she wants to do. If she wants to fucking turn into a lesbian. If she wants to call me up and say, hey, is Red Truck Guy single? I want to fuck him in the back of his truck. I'd be like, yeah, hon, come on, let's go. Let her do whatever she wants. Let her do whatever the fuck she wants. Who cares? Who cares? Do whatever she wants. Lori, you know, works with experts in his practice, so I'm sure his guessing is based on experiences. At least 10 grand. I feel like 10 grand to Dr. Wolf ain't shit. You know what I mean? Why no Tara yesterday? She headed to Bev's Cape Cottage early. Hey, is your boyfriend single? Alan Jackson is a faithful man and don't give his wife a complex. His wife is not watching Sugar Remedies. We need her encouraging his trips to Boston. Hun, she's not here watching, taking notes. Trust me. Trust and believe. That's what is discussed in anti-chats. They say they can't believe Mrs. Jackson allows herself to be humiliated. She got the house to herself. We don't know what booty call she's having over. That's the thing. And this, like, so, and, you know what I mean? Like, and, all right. People are gonna think and speculate on all kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. All kinds of shit. You can't control what people say. You can't control what people think or say. So you might as well just fucking be like, all right. All right. It's that espresso bean money. She has a pool boy. No worries for her. She's good on her own. Honestly, I love that theory. LOL, okay. My husband loses his mind when I introduce him as my ex-boyfriend. Have you been feeding Nagel? We don't want her getting mad. She's locked up. Karen is not shagging Jackson. And end of. People are stupid. People are dumb. People are very dumb. And they like to dehumanize and take the conversation away from the real issue, which is that this is a thing, that this trial is a thing, that Karen Read season 2 is a thing, that a guy can get up there, that the fucking state of Massachusetts said, hey, here's an expert that we're going to use because we're so confident in all of his findings. And homeboy got off the couch and called Gibbs, okay? No proctor, but you're talking about him. The most botched ass fucking thing in the world. Woman thrown in jail, everything taken from her. And we're over here like, yeah, but is she fucking her lawyer? What a slut. But if she is, she better not be. And don't encourage his wife to get jealous, Jimmy. We need her here. Huh? Why are you getting so off fucking track? This isn't about any of this. If you're that bored, go watch TMZ. Go watch a reality show. Like, that's not here. Like, that's not the goal. And that's not the discussion. It's just weird. It's just, that's an odd thing. McMath says, doesn't everyone fuck their lawyer? Yeah, you don't pay all that money to not fuck them. You know what I mean? To not take a seat on them. Sorry. Jimbo, I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for your content. Have a firm day. I will, darling. But it's fun. Listen, turtle. Listen, Fertile Myrtle. Anyone else feel like Yannetti is like the senior who already has like all of his work done to graduate, right? He already got accepted into college. He has a full boat next year, but there's still a group project that needs to be done. But he started the group project and did like a lot of the legwork. And Alan Jackson and Alessi are like the ones like staying up late, stuck finishing it. And they're like, hey, Yannetti, you know, you could help us with the big bibliography. And he's like, yeah, no, you guys do that. I'm actually good. You guys do that. Eliza, what about you? You want to help them out? Because they're saying that we got to help them out. And Eliza's like, Alan, I've helped you out throughout 9th grade, 10th grade, and 11th grade. No, I'm not helping you. And Alan and fucking Bobby are looking at each other. They're like, fine. And you know, he like sips a lemonade. And he's like, how's that project coming? He's like, no. You guys have any questions about anything local, anything Massachusetts rules? I'll be here. That's what I'm giving. That's my part of the group project. Yeah, but I'm good, guys. I'm clocking out. You know, he reminds me of the Sopranos character. What one? David is this one? What one? You got that pegged, says Bob Bergman. My son just says to me, are you watching Auntie Deb again? Yes, Crystal son. Again. Yes. Did Mom Crystal look at you and say, oh, you're watching Bluey again? No, we just go, oh, you love Bluey. Bluey. And we encouraged it. So don't do the same to Mom. Okay? Yes, Auntie Deb again. And, you know, how many times did you watch Sing 2? A fuck ton. Okay, were the songs annoying? Yes. But did we let you watch it? Yes. Why? Because we love you. Because we fucking love you. Okay? And now what do you watch? You watch YouTube videos of people watching YouTube videos, probably. Or playing Minecraft. Or doing whatever. So. Okay? He's still pumped you followed him. Oh! I know. Okay, all right. Tell him I said hi. Never mind. I'm thinking it's like a random thing. Oh my God. What a nice kid. And the Paw Patrol sluts. Spring break is great. Spring break is great. You get beads if you show your peg. Flash your peg and we'll throw some beads on you. Throw some beads on that bitch. This is for the Cadillac. Throw some beads on that bitch. Ira says, Auntie Deb needs her own network. I'm not your therapist, but I am your problem, hon. She already has the couch. Oh, I love that. I love is that from something? Because that's so clever. I'm not your therapist, but I am your problem, hon. What makes me excited is that like when people will like pick up on vernacular and then like they incorporate it into their everyday thing. I got a text from, who was it? I think it was like Jenna Rocco the other day, or it was like a few weeks ago. No, it was like a week ago, and she was like, she sent me something and she was like, what do you think this means, hon? And I'm like, did you just say hon? And she's like, LMNO, yeah. Like, yes, it's contagious. It's so contagious. Some of the words that we do are so fucking contagious. You're like, hey, hon. Because hon is great. Hon is so bitchy. Undertone of like, so like you can use it anyway, like, love you, hon. Or you can be like, K, hon. K, hon. K, hon. Great. Great, hon. Han is so condescending. John Smith says, I fucking love Han. Melanie Little's left swipe in StreamYard says, auntiedebbb said, Canoni you next Tuesday, you old whore. Thank you, Melanie Little's left stripe in StreamYard. Cash sends, thanks, Jimbo, for all the laughs. Love you, Cash. Thank you, darling. Thank you, babes. Let's go to live chat. I can't stop saying who the hell knows. Who the hell knows? I don't know. Maybe not bi. I don't know. Who the hell knows? All right. I would need to go use the bathroom inside there. And I also want to just take a peek. Just take a peek and see what they have, if they have any French credits lined up in there. Shall I say goodbye or shall I come back? I'll come back and give you a goodbye. I'll give you guys a minute. I'm going to open the door to the classroom next door, okay? The teacher's listening. If I get a bad report when I come back, I get a bad report and that's it. Something's coming, I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. Take a guess at what I come back with. Wrong answers only. What happens to me in there? Be back in a few. But who's in charge? Pegleg's in charge. Strip clubs and dollar bills. Still got my money going all up in my grill. Still got my money. The fucking, like, the blower to dry your hands in the bathroom was it was like as if fucking Peg Leg had just downed a carton and was trying to fucking blow out birthday candles. It was like, strip clubs and dollar bills. Whoa! All I see is that. All I see is dollar sign. Someone bumps your car. Okay. Money on my mind. Money on my mind. Throw it. Budget fall out from the sky. Throw it up. Watch it up, fall out. Back it up. Watch it up, fall out. Throw it up. Jimmy got blown in the bathroom. Ew. What? Swear to God in the Holy Bible, you heard it bang. Swear to God in the Holy Bible. What's that drink? What you got in that drink? This is it's a refresher with seltzer water. It is a refresher with the seltzer water. Did you get to support some munchkins? No. All right. Before we break, 8:55. We heard it. Well, what am I gonna do about it, huh? Like, what can I do? What am I gonna do if I can't do nothing about it? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Nothing. Michelle E says, I really hope Karen is doing okay. I can't imagine the stress of all this. Karen is doing fine. She said it a couple of times I have seen. And I was actually somewhere where she said, I hate when people pity me. I have been going through this for a while. Please do not feel bad for me. I got this. I'm handling it, blah, blah, blah. Which I completely relate to. I completely understand that. I hate when people do that. Like, to me, especially, I would hate it. And, she's good. So she got it. So don't worry about it. I heard her say it. Fucking, I was there. I heard her say it. She said, I hate it. Orbs. And yeah, don't feel bad. And she got this. You know what a big pet peeve of mine is when someone wants you to be like upset about something and you're not, or they want you to be like going through a hard time and you're not. Let me give you an example. So one of my friends was having like family things go on, right? Like a while ago. Yes, Peg really does have a fake leg. One of my friends was going through a family thing. Another one of our mutual friends, I ran into like a little bit after like this shit had gone down with my other friend. And she was like, how is she doing? And I was like, she's doing good. And they were like, no, but like how is she doing? And I'm like, I looked right at her and I go, did you not like my first answer? I go, it sounds like you want her to be like really upset. Is that what you want me to say? And she's like, no. And I'm like, it sounds like that's what you want me to say. No, but how is she doing? Like, it must be, I can't imagine. It must be like, how are you? I'm good. No, but like with it, like how, like with everything, like how are you? Nothing will fucking make my blood boil more than that. So irritating. It's like, well, let's start when I was little, since you really do want to get into it. Oh, I can't stand that. No, but like, no, but like, is it? I can't imagine that poor mother. I can't imagine. How is she? I know, but really, no, but like, really. Reality with Krista Marie. If Paul is the last child alive, if Paul's the last child alive, then the answer is Paul did it. No, but because I just heard. Is she okay? Is everything okay? Everything's okay. Yeah, but how are you though? How are you doing though? You doing okay? Oh, it must be tough. If you ever need, I mean, I'm always here. You know that. And yes, I know I don't ever answer the phone. And I know you can never find me. I know I haven't accepted your friend request on Facebook, but I'm always here. If you need anything, unless it's something, then no, don't ask. But if you need anything, you know, me and the kids, like, we got you. You know? Oh, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I could just kill me if that was me. Just kill me. Just end it. Just kill me. I don't know how you do it. So strong. So strong. Bye. 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 Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, I hate that so much. I might hate that the most. I might hate that the fucking most. Super Chop says, Jimmy, I am dying right now, working and listening, looking up on McCormick time, and there's a category listed peg leg porker, and there's a commercial for it, the peg leg porker. Yeah, trust me, I looked up everything peg leg as well, of course, because I'm sick. I'm a sick fuck. More than are you tired? Yeah. The same, but like that one, people they won't let up on it. Like they won't give it a fucking rest. Like, it's like they're digging until you give it. They don't like the answer you said, right? Jimmy, what's the story on Peg's leg? She has a peg leg. I don't know. She just has a bum leg. We just figured it out. They don't like the answer, so it's like they keep on like digging until it's so it's like, okay, I'm gonna have to make one up then. I'll make up an answer because I can tell that you don't like the one I'm giving you. You know this? Yes. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I can tell that you don't like the one I'm giving you. So there you go. Horrible. She's horrible. Tried to kill herself 8 times a day. Awful. She's doing awful. Awful. This is a butternut donut. Butter crunch, butternut, whatever the fuck it is. They're amazing. Jimmy, the rain is very soothing. Can you drop some good auntie wisdom in the rain? Yeah, I can. And this encompasses pretty much everything. No court today, Hans, says Dwayne. This encourages everything. Encompasses everything. It's not that fucking serious. No matter what it is. No matter what it is. It's not that fucking serious. And it's gonna be fine. It will be fine. And it's not that serious. That's it. Someone left the cake out in the rain. Someone left the peg out in the leg. All right, so tomorrow I will see you guys here, same time, same place. Spring break, and then we're gonna take Saturday and Sunday off. Doesn't mean I won't see you. We just won't have our mornings. I like during the weekday mornings. If you don't stand on your leg for something, you'll fall for anything. Oh my God, no, what? Beth, oh Beth. What did Bethy say? I can't go up that much. Yay. I dropped a whole fucking cake today. Love you, chat. Thank you, Dwayne. See you guys later. See you guys tomorrow, and then we'll do Monday. You are going to have class tomorrow? Yeah. Enjoy your day, Boston Brandy. Enjoy your day, Zach. Enjoy your day, Lauren. By MCAT, by Mac, by Amy, SB, Aaron. Pick up around your desks. Get that. The janitor gets mad. Pick that up. All right, don't forget. See you guys tomorrow. All right. Wag, see ya. DNS, see ya. Kirsty, Kayla. Be good, okay? All right, be good to